Today we're reviewing the TrimUI Smart. Thanks to you guys out there for watching my content and also making purchases on the affiliate links in the description below. CeeLo Pixel Gamers is an official AliExpress influencer, and I want to say thank you to AliExpress. AliExpress has been able to give me my very own discount code, which you can see on the screen right here. They'll also be available in the description below to give you extra discounts and other perks when you order through AliExpress. This is O with CeeLo Pixel Gamers. I really appreciate you tuning in today. We've got a cool handheld to review, and if you're not a member of this channel, definitely consider joining and subscribing to the channel. When I was looking for a handheld to review, to get something that will be portable, also that has a decent amount of games included into the system, so compact, easy to carry around, and affordable. I wanted to pick something that was good to play not only PlayStation 1 games, also a lot of the retro library that preceded it. If you're wondering what it plays, Tekken, Rayman, it plays it. Your Mega Man X's, it plays it. All your arcade stuff from CPS 1, 2, and 3, your Neo Geos, this thing can handle it. Really what this is intended and stylized to be is a portable handheld, and it plays all the portable console games. Use Game Boy, Game Gear, Neo Geo Pocket Color, WonderSwan Color, and many other handheld consoles that you may think of, this guy plays. It even plays Game Boy Advance. Now, I didn't see anything on Nintendo DS on this, but I'm pretty sure with the power that's included with this and what it can play, there could be some modifications for this console, and I've already seen customization on the TrimUI Smart. It also plays PC ports, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, arcade. Looking for a battery power, screen size, and other specs, check it out right here. One thing I really like is the system comes in 4 different colors, and the one I was able to obtain is the yellow version. The design in itself reminds you of sort of like a Switch Lite, but kind of mini size. I like the fact that it's very compact and small. You're able to slide this into your pocket and you don't even really feel it. But it's not too small to the point where you can't grip this and really have a good purchase and ergonomics on it to where you can play the games. So just for an example, it's much smaller, as you can see here, than a regular Game Boy Advance, and the screen is definitely smaller. Also, your RG35X is definitely much bigger than the TrimUI Smart, but that's okay. It's all about philosophy of use, comfortable gaming, something you can go on the train, you can hop on a bus, be in an Uber and riding with this thing, and you just pop it out, play it, and when you want to get rid of it, when it's time to roll, walk, ride your bike, you put it right back in your pocket and you forget that it's even there. Before we do a walk around of the handheld console, let's go ahead and get an idea of the size of it. So far we're looking at about 4.5 inches on the width, and as far as the height is concerned, we're looking at about 2 inches in the height, a little over 2 inches, and the actual thickness of the console is a little bit over 1/4 of an inch. If you would like to support my Ed channel, click on this link above. You can see how these rulers are made and also pick you up one. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the console as we do the walkthrough, and just to get an idea of what the intro is. Here we have the little LED indicator lighting up, letting us know the console is on. And there is a presentation song and music, which is really nice. Over here we have a D-pad. We have audible sound effects here, which is nice, and the D-pad really feels comfortable. It's a combination of shallow depth, okay, as you can see, a shadow shelf here. It's clicky and it's tactile at the same time. Not spongy, very comfortable. I like the D-pad. Let's get a little bit here more into the menu buttons. Here we have 3 buttons, one that has like a little square stop, the TrimUI symbol here, and also like a little play button. And what that indicates is right here. So you have the select, you have the menu, and then the start. At the bottom you can see the SD card slot here, and over here it is the USB-C port, I assume for charging and data, and it really kept it simple here. Over here we have the speaker grills here, XAYB. At the top we have our left and right triggers, also our power on button. And let's go ahead and flip it to the back to see if we have anything going on here. Nothing in the back other than the logo and the model number screen printed on the back, and a couple short, I guess, dots here to have a little bit of standoff if you leave it on the table. And one other thing is there is a section, here we go, for a lanyard. Now, if you want a lanyard, there it is right there, but it did not come with a lanyard. Overall, I'm really enjoying the package it came in so far. I'm really feeling the size of it. Also, it's pretty comfortable. Smooth finish allows it for more of a sleek feel to it. And I really like the color choice in yellow. One thing I want to illustrate here it is in my hand. It's not super light, but it's just light enough. And I can understand why a lot of people ordered this particular handheld console for their children or young adults. Okay, so let's go ahead and travel around the UI a bit. Here we have favorites, we also have search, we have retro game, and we also have apps. So I would be interested to know what kind of apps could be loaded on this. We also have files, so I guess you can store, you know, pictures, videos, music, activity. I'm not sure what this is for just yet. Maybe we can look at the menu and find out. You also have the store. I am interested to find out what you can download at the store, and hopefully we get to see that feature in this video. And settings. I wanted to zoom in a bit so you can see some of the menu listings here. Over here we have Wi-Fi, and I want to go ahead and set that up. It also has a hotspot feature, and I like to see what that's about. It also has net play and the shortcut for the menu plus LR, where you can set that to on and off. Menu for save is also off. You have your screen timer on and off. You also have your Bluetooth setting there. Maybe we can see if we can set up a pair of headphones here. And store URL is there. They also have themes, brightness, volume, BGM volume, keys map, language, LED, and I'm curious to know what that is. Okay, so that turns the LED on here. Refresh ROMs, factory reset, and hardware test. Also has device info. That'd be interesting to look into just shortly. Okay, so it gives you the TrimUI Smart, model number, also the serial number. Very interesting. It's running a Linux version of 3.4.39, and if I can list some information about that version of Linux, I will. Also has memory of 128 megs, SD card of 52 gigabytes. Very interesting information. Okay, so I'm not sure what ADC info would be. Okay, so that's disconnected. Okay, so this is the Wi-Fi keypad setup, and I'm gonna go ahead and set that up, and I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm connected to Wi-Fi. Okay, let's see what retro games are on the console. Okay, so the categories they have is arcade, Atari 2600, 7800, CPS1. This is all your Capcom stuff up to CPS3. Not sure what Easy RPG is yet, but we'll look into that. FBNEO. We got Famicom, also known as Nintendo. Wow, Game Gear. Also got Game & Watch, Game Boy. I'm not sure what Plus is. Oh, that's Main Plus. Okay, so that's arcade. Wow, you also have the links here. Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance. Let's check out page 3. And so far so good. They've included a lot packed in on this console. So we've even got Sega Mega Drive, we got Master System, Neo Geo. Good to see Neo Geo Pocket in here. I wonder if it plays the color games. Pico 8, PGM. Oh, nice. They included PC Engine, which is a good one. Open Board, I think that is for PC games. If I'm mistaken, just let me know. Oh, it's got PlayStation 1, Super Nintendo, and WonderSwan Color. So there is a lot packed in on this console. to investigate. We'll look into Easy RPG first just because I'm curious. And if anybody in the comments section, let me know what Easy RPG is. Okay. Is it some sort of RPG maker? I'm not exactly sure. Okay. Let's see if we can turn up the volume here. One thing I must say, the navigation doesn't lag at all, and it's easy to find what you're looking for. I want to check out FBNEO. Okay, and what's cool is they have it already categorized into different genres of game. So that's pretty good. Can't go wrong with fighters, so we'll start there first. Okay, let's try X-Men Children of the Atom. And this will be a good test of the 2D performance of this console. Shortcuts, you can actually basically turn the brightness of the console up and also the volume by holding select and pressing R, or holding start and pressing R. So let's try that. So that should make the screen brighter or duller. And you might have to do that in menu, so we'll try that. That just opened the debug mode. There we go. So you might have to do the adjustment to the menu. Let's try it. Okay, yeah, so as you can see, the volume is getting up. Okay, for arcade games, you must press select to add coin. Alright, sound is pretty good. I don't know if you can hear that. It's kind of subtle. I've got it turned all the way up, and I don't know if there's a way to turn it up more. But I guess for a little portable like this, it's enough sound for you to hear what you need to hear. And I think this console aims to use the Bluetooth feature. So I'm going to try to connect my Bluetooth speakers just to get an idea of what that sound is like. And obviously you won't be able to hear me with those Bluetooth speakers. But I can test it off camera and then let you know how that goes. Okay. Well, won that round. So what you do is to exit the game, you want to press the menu button here. It's already set up for you. You can save state, and why not we'll just save a state right now, so we want to be there. You can also load a save state. They have advanced menu, but for now we're going to exit the game and we're going to try another console. I'm going to test a more powerful console on this handheld, and we're going to go with PlayStation X or PlayStation 1. And they have included about 64 games, including Castlevania Chronicles and Symphony of the Night, which is really good. Let's try Bloody Roar 2. I always like to go to this game because it's high speed and I just love Bloody Roar.
Bloody Roar 2, the new breed. You go lone wolf, bring on the half-beast.
Seems like there's a little stutter in this audio in this game, and wonder if there's some settings we can go to adjust that. But the game itself seems to be moving okay. Definitely playable. But the audio is bothering me. So let's see if we can go into the menu to see if there's any possible changes we can do. Audio issues, but as far as PlayStation 1, but there's probably some ways you can upgrade the audio effects there in the gameplay. We're going to try this Contra game and see if the audio sounds any different. Far so good. PlayStation is running pretty smooth. Alright, let's get started. Okay, in this game we don't seem to have any audio lag, which is pretty interesting. So it may be on a per game basis, whether that's hit or miss. Okay, parallax scrolling's turning pretty good. Okay, no lag in this game. Definitely running smooth. So far, so good. Okay. Sounds good, looks good. Ooh, I'm getting my butt handed to me. Ooh, it's not good. Wow. I don't know if I'm coming back from this one. Okay. Definitely got my butt handed to me on that one. Right now I'm just leaving it flat on the table, so that way you guys get a good picture of the gameplay. But as you can see, very sharp, very smooth gameplay. So other than that first game, it really seems like it might be some just tuning and adjustment on that first one. But watching this, it's clear to me that the performance is pretty good on PlayStation 1. So let's check some other consoles. I wanted to check out the search feature because it might be easier instead of looking through menus to try to find something. So let's try Zelda. And see what comes up. Wow, okay, so we've got, and I'm not sure if it gives us a total number of games. We got The Legend of Zelda. All these are Famicom. We also got The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening for Game Boy. Legend of Zelda. We also have the Minish cap. And we have Link to the Past. And we got The Legend of Zelda Link to the Past for the Super Famicom. So one of my favorite Zelda games is definitely Minish Cap. So for Game Boy Advance, let's see how well it works. I'm curious to know about that one. Yeah, let's try Minish Cap. See if that loads up smooth. And if this one loads up, this is one of my favorite Game Boy Advance games. I noticed they put the watermarks at the bottom and top of Game Boy Advance, but I'm pretty sure there's a way to remove that. Sounds good, looks good. Now you may hear the audio muted in this section only because, you know, copyright situations with Nintendo music. But we're gonna go with English. Of course, close. Alright. And if you never played this Zelda game, if I would recommend one Zelda game to play, if you don't play any of the Zelda games, the Capcom version of Zelda, believe it or not, is one of my favorite Zelda games of all time. I love the mechanics, the puzzles, the smoothness of the action. It's just a great Zelda game. Right now, guys, I'm really pleased with this. I mean, just the sound, and just look at this, the quality of the console. Just can't beat it. Something compact, portable, and it looks durable. It looks very durable. Nice little console here. Doesn't break the bank, and something substantial. Okay, this is running smooth, guys. We might as well go ahead and I might show a few action clips of me playing this game, but then we can also move on to another console. And get into some Sega Genesis to kind of see what the performance is and what they have to offer. One thing I noticed about, especially the couple games we played, I mean, the load time is snappy. It just immediately like that and loads up, and it's just awesome. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and start. And if you never played this game, classic game, 2-player game. If you get another one of these TrimUI Smarts, you'll be able to play 2 players on a game like this. So objective, you're trying to save everybody in each, each map that you go through. There's different people. You want to get them before the zombies get them or the monsters get them. So there you just saw I let someone die. But there's multiple weapons in this game, lots of puzzles, and it's just a fun time. I always thought it was amazing, like how they were able to make the graphics the way they were, especially the perspectives, like the jumping on the trampoline. That was really hard for those systems to do, the scaling and scrolling, but they made it happen. Alright, Sega Genesis looks good to me. Let's try a couple more Sega Genesis games. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 wasn't my go-to Sonic game. I was the one that had the Sega Genesis Model 2, and it came with Sonic the Hedgehog 2, so that's the one that I got attached to. But Sonic 3 is pretty good. It gave me more Mario-esque vibes, more jumpiness. But I mean, it's a great Sonic game. And people argue that this is their favorite Sonic game. Mine is always Sonic 2. Guys, I'm pleased with the sound. There's no weird warping of the sound. A lot of authenticity. And something like this, you don't have to carry cartridges. You keep your collections pristine, And if you're just ready to pull out something, play some game, then this is it. Okay, let's see if I can get over this. Okay. Yeah, to me, Sonic 2 is the more jumpy version of the Sonics. Probably gonna get stabbed on that one. Cool effect. Alright, come on back, Tails. Ooh, okay, that was silly. Ooh. Okay, let's try one more Sega Genesis game until we move on to another system. Now, if you don't already notice, the overall theme of this is, I don't think they will put anything on this console that it couldn't handle. And so far, so good. I'm pleased with the performance. So let's try Shinobi's a classic. And over here they have 902 Sega Genesis games. So if you're looking for the amount of games, there they at the bottom right. Oh man, Pit Fighter, really? You know what? It's one of those, I forget what you call it. I really enjoyed Pit Fighter. It was one of those games where, you know, you had the pre-rendered graphics. I played this in the arcade a lot, and I enjoyed it. A lot of people loathe this game, but it was fun to me. Now the arcade version had the best graphics, obviously. I don't know if this preceded Mortal Kombat or if it came after, but it was around the same time. I think this preceded it. You know, then you had your Killer Instincts and all those different ones. Speaking of which, when we go to Super Nintendo, I'm gonna see if Killer Instinct loads. Of course, we got to go to the other side. Okay, they have it by alphabetical, or let's use the search instead. Let's see if they included it. K-I-L-L-E-R. That search is coming in handy, guys. Okay, let's see if they included it. Okay, yeah. They have Killer Instinct for Game Boy. Okay, they have Killer Instinct for Super Nintendo in the USA version. Alright, let's see what this thing can do, if it can handle Killer Instinct. Now, they also made a version for Nintendo 64. That one was pretty good. Alright. So far, so good. I don't know what it is about me. I always use the default character. Street Fighter, it's Ryu. I just always use the default character. I don't know. What about you guys? Sounds like I remembered it. Feels just like I remembered it. Ooh. Ooh. Get my butt handed to me. Oh. I remember he had some kind of sword attack. Now guys, this is actually difficult playing this like flat on the table. But this is just the best visual because if I hold it, I'm going to go out of frames. So you'll probably miss some of the footage. Oh, that was a finishing move. Hey, Killer Instinct works. Let's try something else. So far, so good. I mean, it's been hit after hit, no misses. The PC Engine side of it, we got 412, so it probably included every PC Engine game, which is your TurboGrafx 16 games. So let's see if we can find Bonk. Now they call him PC Engine Kid everywhere else, but let's go to the search, and I'm really liking this search feature. Let's see if it'll come up under Bonk. Yeah, it sure did. So that was the Nintendo version. That was actually a pretty good version. Oh, I forgot they did make an arcade version of Bonk. Okay, yeah, and then Super Nintendo had their Super Bonk, which were all good. Okay, yeah, Bonk's Revenge. Let's do it, y'all. Okay, it looks like we got a little bit of lag on the PC Engine / TurboGrafx 16 emulator. So that probably could make some adjustments in the emulator itself, because I know if it could play all those other systems, it can handle this. But right now, it seems like the PC Engine is not pre-set up to run smoothly. Okay, I wanted you to notice this out the box. The PC Engine game system seems to have some issues with loading and frame skipping. So, for example, I'll go into PC Engine Bonk's Adventure, and this is the original system that Bonk came out on. And you'll see the logo slowly creep up to the top. Now in the comment section, if you know a way to tweak the PC Engine core, let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I don't think that the PC Engine is prepped and ready to go right out of the box, although I know you can mod that. Let's see. Now I'm pretty sure if we, for example, use Bonks for Super Famicom, it will play smoothly, as we already played Super Nintendo before. Now, just to make a note, by selecting that particular game from this menu, we did get a little bit of a freeze here. So I will have to start the console over and start the console back up. And I don't know if that's because of the lack of power or the battery getting low. So I know that sometimes these consoles start performing a little less when the battery life gets low. So I will charge this and then we'll continue our review. One thing that I really like about this is the weight was really thought out well. It wasn't feather, but also wasn't a paperweight. It actually has a comfortable weight, so you know you got something in the hands. Also, I love the recessed screen, kind of a new thing where the shell itself goes inward and the screen is much clear and crisp. Also with the buttons here, they decided to recess the buttons as well, and included your SD card slot on the bottom as well as your USB-C port with your screen printing on the back. And you have 4 standoffs here, which allow the console to be, when you lay it down, to be nice and sturdy. But just look at the quality of the screen, guys. I can really appreciate something this crisp, clear, and also portable. And I'm really loving this console. Now, one thing I really love about a console like this, it allows you to play and discover a lot of games that you may have never played in the past. And particularly, I'm talking about Neo Geo Pocket Color, Game Gear, particularly PC Engine. This is a great console to explore those older libraries and figure out some of the less popular consoles that existed in those eras. The TrimUI Smart has a great value that contends with a lot of the portable consoles that you would actually travel with. That I discussed was the FC3000, and that shares some similarities with this console in design, fit, and form, except with the rounded edges here, you're going to be a lot more comfortable. Another cool thing is you got 3 other colors to select from. If you really are not into the yellow, I'll show you a screenshot of the colors here. Overall, this is a great contender because of the price, the affordability of it, and also what you get packed in. It's customizable. This is a great starter console for younger game players and olders of alike who want to reminisce and think about those old retro games we used to play as kids. So if you're thinking about picking up the TrimUI Smart, definitely take advantage of the discount codes in the description below and also on the screen, thanks to AliExpress influencers, and you will have more reviews, more content, and more devices to review in the next videos. Thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate you guys supporting the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Got some gaming to do.